right, we've been talking about the big weekend that is coming up, FiestaJAM this weekend, a music and wine festival, 3 days of fun, proceeds supporting the Marble Falls Independent School District and the Harmony School of Creative Arts music programs. And we've got some guests in to talk about it this morning. Robert Linder's here. Hi, Robert. How are you
doing? It's great to be back with you again.
Yeah, good to see you. Robert, of course, is a Grammy-nominated conductor and music producer, and he's pretty good at calling turkeys, too. If I
you
recall.
bet. Gobble, gobble.
And he's one of the organizers of this year's FiestaJAM. First of all, Robert, let's talk about how the idea came about for this event.
Well, I went to Bill Reeves at the Chamber, Bill being an old musician himself, and I said, Bill, we've got to do something for Marble Falls that's special in music.
Yeah.
I said, let's bring them in here and help the economy and everything else. He said, you know what? John Arthur Martinez was in here last week saying the same thing. Why don't you two get together? So I called John Arthur, and we had coffee, and here we are, and it's happening. And FiestaJAM was born.
All right.
And the three of us, Bill Reeves and Martinez and I, put this thing together, with a couple of other good helpers.
Well, I agree with you. It's time to have a big music festival here this weekend, and then when you top it off with the wine festival on top of it, hey, you can't beat that kind of
You can't beat that with 9 wineries and 4 breweries. It's tough to beat.
Yeah, again, exactly. The perfect area for something like this.
And by the way, we do have a special MC on Saturday. Somebody named Baker that they found out there.
I've heard something about her.
Yeah, I heard something about her. I don't know if y'all want her or not.
Well, we hope she's going to work out.
Yeah, we'll see. Watch her, though. Okay?
Don't sign the check yet.
Keep an eye on her. Now, also this FiestaJAM, it's not only going to be fun, but it supports some great causes as well.
Oh, yes. The Marble Falls Independent School District high school music program, both band and choir. If we make some money, which we hope we will, it's going to go to them.
That's good.
Because that's where our hearts are, and they're going to help with parking, and they're great, the whole program, and so we want to help them. In the Harmony School, just great people, people.
Well, and this takes a lot of work and effort to get this kind of thing.
It takes a village.
Yeah,
it takes a village.
It really
Believe
does.
me.
It takes a lot, and it also takes some great acts that are going to be performing this weekend. And one of them is Alex Harvey, a noted singer and songwriter, and he's in here with his guitar. Step on up to the microphone, Alex. We want to talk to you for a few minutes. Good morning, first of all. Thanks for coming in.
Good morning.
Appreciate you coming in. Now, for those that don't know about Alex, he has written just some minor hits.
Yeah, a few little songs
that charted a little bit. Delta Dawn, of course, that was recorded by Tanya Tucker. Reuben James, that was recorded by Kenny Rogers.
One of my all-time favorites.
You've also had a number of other artists record your songs, too.
Oh, yeah. I've been very fortunate. I've about 200 million units of sold.
Oh my gosh.
Is that right? Now, I was going to ask you, I told Kay this morning I was going to ask you this. It's got to be great to be a songwriter because you write the songs and then you give it to the artist records it. They're the ones that got to push it and go out and make the tours and do everything. You just sit at home and go out to the mailbox and check for royalty check.
It doesn't work that way? Darn.
No, not quite. No, I've been working the road myself. I've been on 5 major labels as an artist. So I have 15 albums retired from major labels.
Yeah.
And which do you like better? Do you like being able to be out in the spotlight and get credit for what you've written, or would you rather
the spotlight is not that important to me.
Yeah.
But the important thing is that I reach somebody's heart.
Yeah.
That I reinforce somebody's love inside themselves, and that seems to be the point for me. If you want to be an artist, the kudos of it. They're very fleeting. Very fleeting, but the love is not.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
And so, I just try, when I write a song, I always ask for anointment from the Lord.
There you go.
And then hopefully I got something that can communicate to somebody my love, that they can feel their love, and we can all be one, and that I'm still a hippie in that way, I guess.
That's all right.
But,
now, Alex, let me ask you, as a songwriter, for people that are listening, because I know there's a lot of wannabe songwriters out there, and when you go and you write a song, the business today is such where you really have to have some connections. But back in the days when you started out, how did you get your songs recorded?
My connection is straight straight up. It comes straight out of heaven. That's my connection.
But I mean, like for instance, Delta Dawn. Did you just send that to Nashville? And
no. I never have ever tried to get my songs recorded. Really? I mean, I just got to give my blessing is from the Lord. But the way Delta Dawn happened, I'll tell you, and it'll give you kind of a map of it, because when I wrote Delta Dawn, I recorded it for Capitol Records on my first album. Kenny Rogers produced.
Oh, okay.
And
well,
so on that,
helps.
It didn't hurt anything.
No, it didn't hurt any.
So anyway, I recorded it, and Tracy Nelson and Diane Davison were two background singers who were also singers, artists at the time. And Tracy went to New York and played at the Bottom Line. And when she went and played at the Bottom Line, Bette Midler loved her, so she came to hear Tracy sing. And Bette Midler loved the song and started to sing it at the Baths and then on the Tonight Show. When she got on the Tonight Show and sang it, then all of a sudden Tommy Catalano, who was producing Barbra Streisand, and Billy Sherrill, who was producing Tanya Tucker, both saw her sing the song. They wanted the song, and so they went to get the song. Then all of a sudden, Barbra Streisand hated the song, didn't want to put it, but he'd already cut the track, so they sold the track to Helen Reddy.
And there you go.
So, but I never did anything. I'm just standing there saying, "Thank you, Lord." But I believe seriously that I know a lot of guys in Nashville write for money, and that's okay. I mean, I guess it's okay to be an artist for money. Yeah. But I don't think about that first. I can't.
Well, you've written songs. Jimmy Buffett's recorded some of them. Right. Kenny Rogers, Tanya Tucker, Billy Ray Cyrus. There's Bette Midler. There's a number of them that you've mentioned there. Yeah. But let me ask you something, and I'll just be really blunt here, because are you rich?
No, not at all. No, well, songwriters don't make nearly as much as you think they make. You think they had a big hit. But, you know, when you mention those people, you probably don't know that people like Peggy Lee, Steve and Edie, Perry Como, Andy Williams, Andre Kostelanetz. I had recordings by all those guys. Even and I've had R&B cuts, Three Dog Night. You know, it's just like amazing.
That's crazy.
To me that it could come to me. It's not like I want to be puffed up about it. It's just
how does it come to you? Does the melody come first, or do the words come first?
Melody
and then
always
the melody
comes first.
Yeah.
And I think in true inspiration, that's what happens. If God gives you it, I don't think he gives you a verbal message if you're I call myself a composer.
There you go.
Rather than a songwriter, but and probably nobody knows the fact that I was a band director myself. So it's being in this situation with this band and choir.
That's great.
Are major pluses for me. I love being able to raise money for these kids that need instruments and all these things, and there are many of them that do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is what we're talking about. We're talking about somebody who has talent who can't have an instrument.
Right.
Yeah.
But we can give them an instrument with this undertaking.
You sure can. Fiesta Jam is the idea is to help all of that out. Alex Harvey is our guest right now. He's a noted singer and songwriter, and he's going to be performing this weekend. When are you going to be on stage this weekend?
I have no.
I've got
Robert,
here, and y'all slap me if I've got it wrong. Yeah, Friday night.
Friday night. Okay.
And you're going to be at the reception for the VIPs.
Absolutely.
At the Uptown on Main.
All right.
Yeah.
And it looks like it's going to be a great lineup, along with you, John Arthur Martinez. And what were you saying?
He's going to be the closer.
You're going to be hey.
All I can tell you is if you don't have fun, you're dead.
There you go.
Alex, you brought your guitar along with us, and we want to ask you to do a number for us. So what are you going to do for us?
I don't know. I could do. You know, I had a dear friend named Chris Ledoux, and everybody in Texas knows who Chris Ledoux was. He was a great bull and bronc rider, and I was on the road with him for almost a year, and I loved Chris Ledoux. He's gone now, but I remember
everybody that
him
I've talked to said he was a great guy.
So beautiful in my heart. But and the thing that I honored most about him, you know what, is even what this show is about, what this undertaking is about, is because he never got on that bus when he didn't have his two sons and his wife.
Right.
He took his two sons and his wife everywhere he went. And they were bus schooled.
Yeah.
And but that's what I loved about him the most. And he said in his last year, he said, Alex, he said, have you got a song, man? I said, I just need a song that's not so serious. He said, you know, I got a song that I said, yeah, I think so. So maybe I'll just do that.
All right, let's hear it. Alex Harvey, everybody.
need to go in tune.
There you
My
go.
dog has fleas.
We're a fun-loving crowd, tacky and loud. Our jukebox won't play no sad song. So don't come in here crying your beer, 'cause we don't care about who done who wrong. We got a $5 fine for whining. We tell you before you come in, if it ain't on your mind to have a good time, well, y'all come back, see us again. You see, we don't really care about your clothes or your hair. This party is open to all. We like a good joke, yeah, and it's all right to smoke. We got just one rule on the wall.
There we go.
We got a $5 fine for whining. We tell you before you come in, if it ain't on your mind to have a good time, well, y'all come back, see us again. I know some people can hear this guitar so bad out of tune, but it don't matter to me.
It don't matter. We're going to charge you $5 for whining.
You see, too many fools make too many rules. That's one thing you can't say about us. We all get along, yeah, and we know right from wrong. Only one thing kind of causes a little bit of a fuss. I want to say the first thing that goes in memory, and the second. Oh yeah, we got a $5 fine for whining. They tell you before you come in.
Yes, sir.
If it ain't on your mind to have a good time. Now, really, we're sorry your dog died, and we hope you can get over that. But would you go home and stop rubbing off on us? We got a $5 fine for whining. We tell you before you come in.
There you go.
If it ain't on your mind, have a good time. And yes, I do know my guitar's out of tune. Y'all come back and see us again.
Oh, Alex, everybody. There you go. $5 fine for whining. I like it. And he's going to be performing at the FiestaJAM this weekend. Alex, it's so good to meet you, man.
Thank you.
for coming
So
in.
good to be here.
Appreciate it very much.
Hey, listen, I'm back in Texas and I ain't going nowhere.
Why? Of course, if you're here,
That's
then why
it.
leave? Just
Hey,
stay right here.
That's right.
All right. We'll see you this weekend. Robert Linder, one of the organizers of FiestaJAM, thank you for coming in, too.
Good to be here.
Can we
Appreciate
just say one more thing, too? We got a Sunday worship.
Yes, that's right.
right, yes.
Gospel music on Sunday. Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's at...
Down by the lake, noon to 3.
Noon to 3
Lakeside
Sunday.
Park.
All right.
Yeah.
Lakeside.
And let me
And
tell you
that's part of
something.
the $2 pass.
We ain't backing up from the Lord.
No,
We're not
amen
gonna
to
do
that.
that.
Amen to that. And we'll have all the information on our website, kbefm.com. We also are going to be playing back this tune and this interview on our website today, so you can check that out too. Robert Linder, Alex Harvey, thank y'all so much for being here. We appreciate it. Have a great day, y'all.